Rich risings to everybody under the sound of my voice. So, y'all, they say post the content, right? So that's just what I'm gonna do. Post the content. So, what brings me here this rise into TikTok is word reciprocity and oversharing and overplaying your word, right? How many of you feel like you have overplayed your role in a relationship or situationship? How many of you feel that way? Okay. Now, hear me out. We have different types of relationships. We have traditional relationships, what people call modern relationships, so on and so forth. However, people decide to sit down and come together and agree to whatever they're going to do, how they're going to work in their relationship, that's their business, right? But I want to talk about for me and what I look for in a relationship or situationship. I look for reciprocity, okay? It's not always how much money the man bring to the table or how many dates he can take me on or trips, so on and so forth. It's not all about that for me, okay? It's more about reciprocity for me. It's more about what your character looked like for me. Now, I was in a relationship too many times, okay? Too many times that I'm not proud of, that I've overplayed my role and I've overshared, okay? And this is what I mean by that. I'm not going to deal with the financial aspect of this. I'm going to talk about moral and character, good attributes, right? So I was in a situation where I was overpouring my love, okay? Respect, honor, praise, loyalty, faithfulness. Y'all get the picture, okay? Kindness. So I was doing these things, but it wasn't getting reciprocated back to me, okay? And so that means I was overplaying my role. That means I was overplaying my role, and therefore, you know what happened to me? It left me empty. It left me drained. It left me frustrated. It left me angry. It left me sad. It left me so many different emotions because I overshared. Okay. Now, if you're in a situation and you know you're given these good attributes, right? You know you're loving, caring, and so on and so forth, but the person is giving you the bare minimum of that, y'all already know the answer. Okay. Now listen, everybody is not going to be like you because some of us, when we get into relationships, you know, you're there and you're to help them grow or to reach a level of success that they were not able to reach before they met you. Now, me being a product of toxicity myself, coming up in an environment and going through things in life where I found myself being in toxic situations and kind of being toxic at times myself, I can admit or I can accept that I can accept the person that's dealing with a little trauma and toxicity, right? However, in order for me to deal with that or make an agreement to involve myself with someone like that, they have to be willing to do the work on themselves. That means they know they have some issues, yet they're working on it. And it must be progress. It cannot be constantly apologies without change behavior, because an apology without change behavior is nothing. That means nothing. And so, yeah, y'all, we have to stop oversharing and learn how to step back and stop sharing and overplaying our role when it's not being reciprocated. Okay. And so I just wanted to get on here and share that because it's my fault and it becomes our fault and our issue when we continue to stay in those situations when we're oversharing and we know there's no reciprocity there. Okay. We know there's no reciprocity there. So now it comes to the point where it's you and I are the ones who are toxic because we stay and we continue the be around the bad behavior and accept, okay, less than. Okay, and I'm gonna just say it like that. And however, man, these moments come and they happen, and it's another opportunity to grow. It's another opportunity to become more wise. But at some point, you have to get to a place where you're tired of going through these little lessons, right? At some point, you have to shut the door and say, I will no longer accept this type of behavior. I will no longer accept less than what I'm giving. Okay? I don't have any expectations except what I am giving. Okay? Now, if that person cannot give that, then that's not the right person for me. Okay? And so, y'all, I just wanted to share that. Stop overplaying your role. Stop overplaying your part. Get out of situations and relationships that where there's no reciprocity. Okay? Y'all, I just had to share this. I wanted to get it out because they say post the content, so I'm gonna post it. Y'all be empowered.